finally, it's the overdue conclusion to this whole project. I started, like, back my 3rd year of this channel, so it's been, like, 5-6 years since I first started this. And then again, that's how long it took Yacht Club Games to finally fulfill all of their, Kickstarter goals, which, good on them! So anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Shovel Knight, the treasure trove version. Of course, that's everything. This is your host, BMJ406, and well, I started this project way back, and I've been trying to do all the games, all the campaigns as the game is updated for them. And well, the game finally got its last campaign a couple years back, and I feel like I should just now get to it. And, well, I took the time to redo all the others just to warm myself up. Because, yeah. Which, by the way, just an update on the Plague Knight campaign, blind for anybody that saw that. The one thing I didn't get for the 100%, I've completely realized, finally. You turn on the alchemy coin to get that golden chalice there at the bottom, the Pandemonium chalice. You give that to the Truffle King, he's like, "Oh, I thought the chalice was gone for ages. Let me see that." And then he gives you another one of your, cloaks. The one you get is that weird tie-dye colored one, called the Pandemonium Cloak. Basically, all that does, it's like a complete shuffle. It shuffles your cloaks, shuffles your arcana that are on hold, and shuffles all your bombs, including their angle, their fuses, and their powder. So yeah, you're basically playing with a complete randomizer on everything you use, including your cloaks. Interesting way to play, but that was the last percentage I didn't get when I played it blind, so just letting you know that, in case people were curious. But yep, got 100% everything else, and I intend on doing that the last campaign as well, 100%. Although this last one can be a bit of a pain. So yep, through all these years, I've managed to get through the Shovel of Hope, which is what they've named the first quest now. Plague of Shadows for the alternate quest with Plague Knight. Spectre of Torment, the prequel with Spectre Knight, which has been my favorite so far, and well, I do like a lot of the things that King of Cards does here. Matching braids and brawn in this Regal prequel is another prequel. I don't think I like it as much as Spectre Knight's campaign, but there's a lot to this one, surprisingly. The reason this campaign, King of Cards, took so long for, Yacht Club Games to finish up, well, they just kept adding more and more to it. I'll say, while it's not, I don't like this campaign as much as I did the campaign for Spectre Knight, I will say, this campaign feels like it's a great love letter for the fans who have gone through the entirety of this game. So if you enjoyed all the previous 3 campaigns, well, this last one will be a treat. And well, if it's not obvious, you probably haven't seen the other campaigns on my channel. If you haven't seen the other campaigns, you probably should. I'm gonna hope I handle these better than all those 3, although Spectre Torment actually handled pretty well. Still, let's do it better. So, let's finally get started on Shovel Knight King of Cards. It's finally time to put this whole series to rest. So no longer have it hanging over my head. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Like King Knight? He seemed like such a joke, though. By all appearances, peace has flourished, and carefree new pastimes have taken hold. Don't forget this is also a prequel, this is before things go bad. A card game called Joustus has swept the land, and with it, word of a grand tournament. Oh no, children's card games. And we have all this royalty? Presiding over the contest are 3 Joustus judges. These wise kings have been chosen to spread joy and unity. I see, leaving King Knight. This contest is of great interest to King Knight, for though some call him a fool who plays at king, even fools know this. What will this fool know? Whoever defeats all 3 Joustus judges will win an incredible treasure, and be crowned King of Cards! So we're gonna have to play card games for this? Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting, alright. Competing for the Joustus crown is no simple matter, but King Knight schemes, undeterred, toward a kingdom of his own. So he really wants to be a king! I mean, I knew he was pretty much a joke of a king or the other players, but still. Make way! It is time for King Knight to step forth. It's finally time to get this last campaign underway. Which, King Knight, the way he plays, is actually rather simple. You jump and charge. When he hits a wall, he bounces off. And then he does this little twirl where he can bounce on top of other objects, such as dirt piles. And after he does a bounce, he can then charge again. It's surprisingly simple. I will say I didn't really get it at first, but once you fully understand it, it's actually pretty fun to use King Knight. Doesn't feel quite as liberating as using Spectre Knight, but it still feels pretty good. And well, I can say this much. This campaign, oh yeah, and if there's treasure buried in the wall, you can have them bash it to get it out. I'll say, if you've seen the other campaign, just know this one actually plays rather differently. Oh yeah, you have to get him to bash a wall and then spin onto a treasure pile, or a dirt pile, whatever, to have him dig it up. Of course, getting all this treasure is really good for him. You can either bash or spin on those, the food piles, so you can actually get the, food out of them. Pretty simple there. But yeah, I'll just say this. This campaign plays a lot differently than the others did. While I want to say this is my favorite campaign, I can't because of the way it, plays, kind of. You'll see what I mean eventually. Then again, I like how pure and simple friggin', Spectre Knight's campaign is. This one goes for a different twist, though. For example, if you see a little ring like this, get King Knight to grab it. This will lead you to a secret area. So then you can, well, you travel across these. Ah! Oh no! My money! No! Notice the stage is a lot smaller. That's one of the big differences to take away from this campaign right away. Also, I missed his treasure. That's why I died. Yeah, let's go with that. But anyway, yeah. Notice there's only one checkpoint before the end of the stage. That's one of the biggest differences with King Knight's playthrough. Where everybody had really long levels, where you eventually get through that to get to the end of it and then fight a boss. King Knight's whole playthrough structure is entirely different. He doesn't have long levels anymore. He has a bunch of more shorter stages. That's one of the things I like about King Knight's playthrough. You don't have all these, like, overly long stages to have to deal with. It's all rather simple. Also, you have to get these, merit medals, as they're called. Which, well, you can look here. There's about 3 at every level, 135 total. Not quite as ridiculous as the alchemy coins, but, well, they still exist. Ah! Why did I think that was a good idea? And yeah, don't expect me to not die, of course. Despite the fact I played this game a lot recently, trying to get myself familiar again. Well, doesn't mean that I'm really in great shape when it comes to playing this game. That's probably one of the reasons my playthrough of this game hasn't been popular, because I usually suck. I mean, yeah, it's not really the hardest platformer around, but it's not, like, super simple either. A lot of the feats in it really demand, like, mastery of the game. Like, all the playthroughs have, like, one of the economy achievements, which is basically just, yeah, they have an economy achievement, which is basically you having to get through the entirety of a single level without using one of their main functions, which sounds nuts. Again, if you master the game's mechanics, it's really not that bad. It really is a game that encourages a lot of replay to get the most out of it. And it's short enough where it's not like an aggravating length. Like, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Shovel Knight myself, but, you know, I see what people love in it. And the passion that Yacht Club Games has put into it, how could I ignore that? Like, that's one of the things that's lacking these days from AAA developers. Passion for their games. And Yacht Club really showed their passion for this project. Looks like there could be a pun in there somewhere. Ah! How dare you, you miscreants! Ooh, hang on. There we go. Yeah, by the way, he's invincible, and if he does 3 hits on an enemy, a heart will come out for him to use to heal. And killing a lot of the mini-bosses in a level will also give you an extra heart. So that's another way for him to heal. Where Spectre Knight had darkness from attacking enemies and combos enough, King Knight gets it from hitting mini-bosses enough, and enemies in general, and killing mini-boss. Anyway, the end of his stages. You have these rings. Pull me up, rats. That is how he completes a stage. And there you go. Look at the map. There's so much more to this now. So, yep. King Knight basically is a much bigger map, but everything's a lot smaller now. So, don't you worry. It's a battle royale. Get it? That's been too much of a fad lately. Too much of that. Yeah. Another new mechanic to learn in this stage. Note the grassy walls. If it's not a solid wall, he can't bounce off of it. So, yeah. If you want to rebound off the wall, it has to be one that's actually solid. That's one of the things that can make this campaign a little annoying. I'll say that I still enjoy this one a lot compared to the other ones. It's weird that the Shovel Knight campaign itself is actually one of my least favorite playthroughs of the game. I mean, I think my least favorite is still Plague of Shadows, because it's basically just Shovel Knight's campaign, but with a character that's much harder to control, although he could jump better. Like, all the other characters have, like, crazy jumping maneuvers. Shovel Knight just feels so basic. I don't know. Like, I kind of wish that they could have, like, gone back to, like, throw some of the improvements they had in, like, the later campaigns that they did for, like, Shovel Knight and, Plague Knight. I mean, it's not like a deal breaker of the game or anything. I just, you know, I feel like the later playthroughs, they, like, got better and better at designing how the game should have been. Like, that's how I feel. Like, this final campaign, King Knight, is, like, the culmination of everything they've worked on up to this point with this game. And it's actually pretty impressive. Like, the fact that this one indie game has three entirely unique campaigns it's very impressive. These former Way Forward devs really know what they're doing. And I actually didn't learn until recently that Yacht Club was a bunch of former Way Forward devs brought together. Oh, uh-oh. Don't you dare screw me here! There we go. I said, of course, the soft dirt mounds, you can't bounce off those either. He just charges directly through them. He also twirl directly through them if they're underneath him. Like so. So again, understand the mechanics. The way the levels are designed, they tutorialize the whole game really well, too. Like, it's not hard to, like, learn everything. And this is still probably the best game to have come out on Kickstarter. I mean, there is also FTL, but still, this game gives hope that there could be even better, well, maybe not even better, but more great, yeah, more great Kickstarter games being developed. Because I know people have been losing a lot of faith in Kickstarter games lately because of the way some developers have handled it. I mean, in all fairness, though, depending on the game, it can be really hard to live up to expectations. When so many people give you funding to create an amazing product, well, if you don't meet their expectations, everybody will feel like they've been let down. That's the case with some games like, well, Yooka-Laylee somewhat, although you kind of knew what you were getting if you paid for it. And, well, Mighty No. 9's another great example. Oh, that had a lot of development struggles because of the... Was it the publisher that had the problem? I'm trying to remember. But either way, yeah. This is one Kickstarter game that lived up to its full potential. I hope to see more from Yacht Club. I'm really looking forward to Cyber Shadow when I finally get to playing that. Oh, my little prince. Do you return to save the day with the ingredients I requested?
Mother, I am no prince, I am a king. And mother, kings have subjects who do their bidding for them.
Oh, my precious love. Those are rats, not subjects.
My rats are loyal to the last. They're my starter subjects, part of my grand plan. I must acquire a justice deck and be declared the king of cards. This is far more important than errands.
Well, you can't roll on an empty stomach. Please, my valiant knight, eat.
All right, fine.
Hearty meat pie, baked with love by your mom. Permanently gain 1 health heart. That's right, King Knight is a mama's boy. I mean, come on, he's a spoiled brat. What did you expect?
Yes, pie!
Oh, my little pumpkin pauldron prince. You look so handsome. You'll make a wise and noble king. Sweetie, have you brought some coin? I'd love to cook for you.
Damn! Mom, why do you expect me to find this money? I don't even have a job. Fuck you.
Please, don't tell that to your mom. Don't tell her fuck you. But yep, get a lot of money. You can get, of course, health from your mom here. Sweet! Stuff to get up here, too. Ugh. And of course, he has a lot of rats as his subjects. I shouldn't be surprised. Ah, darn you, King Knight. Ugh. There's a little cavern up there I can't reach yet. We'll worry about that later. Well, bye, Mother.
My mother? How about you get a better attitude before I come back, bitch?
Oh my god. You're terrible. Alright, ooh! Whoa, Plague Knight! I mean, whoops, Spectre Knight, whoops. The plane's a spectral Avid. Note you see an icon over there. That means you got a boss at the end of it. Still a short stage to getting to it, but still, just keep an eye out for that. Shine your crown! And I do like how this game actually combines both the soundtracks from the original campaign as well as Spectre Knight's campaign. I really like the shorter levels in this. It keeps a lot of things feeling fresh. And well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I really like this campaign. It feels like it has such a different vibe compared to the others. Maybe because of how short it plays. Like, I wish all the other campaigns had stages this short. In the other campaigns, you feel like you'd be at a stage for like 15 minutes. You're trying to find everything. Maybe I'm the only one that felt that way, but I felt it was a little obnoxious at times trying to do that properly. Give me that meat, bitch. Yep. But still, none of the campaigns you can really go wrong with. But at least this one will finally get to see how King Knight manages to get his kingdom, as it were. Yeah, let's go with that. Let me get that treasure! And weird that the first boss you have is not actually, you know, Black Knight. It's frickin' Spectre Knight of all people. Like, it sounds so wrong to have the first boss not be Black Knight. But, well, yep. That's one of the reasons this campaign feels vastly different. You think I can not... Ah! You ruined me! I almost got through without taking damage, you asshole! Whatever. Ew. Screw you! At least they have some new enemies too, like those bugs. You have to charge straight forward in order to be able to hit them. Otherwise, they're invincible, bastards. Yeah. And of course, those checkpoints can't be broken, because, of course... Ow, dick! Can't wait till I can get better frickin' armor so I can get those at magnetized treasure or whatever. I've now been having the habit of playing all these playthroughs of the cloak that gives me treasure, because I like to have all my money on hand. Which I will say, money for this campaign, if you're trying to get full 100%, you probably want to have as much money on you as you can get. Because, oh, you'll see. The thing that makes this campaign the most unique, let's just say if you do not get used to it quick, you're going to want to have a lot of money on hand. Oh, man, of course. Only the money went down the pit. That figures. Sometimes you'll need to find these rings hidden within the level, inside certain obstacles and all that. As long as you understand the way the game works, though, and you look diligently enough, this game won't be hard to figure out, thankfully. I definitely will say this is not the hardest campaign. The hardest being 100%? Yeah, because they included a lot, but in regards to actual, like, completion of the campaign and its stages, it's arguably the easiest. Which, you know, is like a good, like, note to end the whole, like, game on. I don't mind the last campaign being a bit easier and lighter instead of making another difficult quest. Hello, Spectre Knight.
Your quest to become King of Cards has not gone unnoticed.
Ah, word has reached the slums, has it? Am I to travel with an entourage of mangy beggars now?
You shall remain silent and heed my words well. You stand no chance unless you...
Out of my way, you reeking husk! I won't humor panhandlers on my path to the joustess crown!
A child in the guise of a monarch, I will teach you respect and the true meaning of fear.
So here we go, first boss battle, Spectre Knight. They altered his boss fight to actually be something similar to like how you dealt with him in how you could use him in his own Spectre of Torment campaign. And same thing goes for bosses. Hit them 3 times, they'll drop a heart for you. Thankfully, his first Spectre Knight fight, he's actually easier in this fight than his normal fights have been. And while you beat a boss, you get a gem bonus, of course.
That's right, bow before me, bitch!
That's how I go.
You're impudent but quick on your feet. Interesting.
Horrors! You touched my cape! Now I must launder away your disgusting filth!
Take these and waste no more of my time.
What the hell? Joustus deck! A starter deck of Joustus cards. Finally, your card quest can begin.
A joustess deck? Did you soil it with your witchery?
They're ordinary Joustus cards, you simpleton. Seek the nearest house of Joustus and play your role.
The House of Joustus? Oh, good lord. Well, either way. There we go. Oh, money! Don't mind if I do. Give me that money, please. And of course, you still have your wandering traveler stages, however you want to classify them. Wandering about.
Ew.
So, yep, you know, when you see these wandering stages, do what you can to try to collect all the treasure possible. Right, bitch. You won't be able to stop me from getting all the treasure I want. Mine! So, yep. I will say it again. Do what you can to get all the treasure you can, because you'll need it. Like, don't be afraid to go out of your way to find as much treasure as possible. So I'll say this. This is the one campaign that you may actually end up grinding to get treasure for. It is a little rough in that regard. Oh, here's a new obstacle. A super tall dirt mound. You can bash off of it, and well, yeah. You can use it like a regular dirt mound. It's just taller. You'll see a few dirt mounds like this later on, so, you know, just don't be surprised you see these weirdly shaped dirt mounds. And there we go. Ooh, treasure chest, don't mind if I do.
Yes, more money! Take me up higher, you peasants!
Damn, these rats are strong. There we go, more money. Let me go get another heart.
Mother, feed me another one of your meaty pies!
She's cooking it better than last time, I guess.
Yes, thank you, dear mother! Get out of my way, bitch.
Man, you are rude. Alright then! That'll do it for this episode. Because, well, we actually got off to a pretty decent start here. So, oh yeah, I guess we should go over some of the feats for the game. Yeah, just know this Joustus stuff is a big feature of the game. So, here are all your feats. Beat the game, get all the merit medals, which I'm finding, decked out, get all the armor, heirlooms, fancy things, and upgrades. You'll see those are later. New Game Plus. Cartography King, find and complete all stages and stage paths and defeat all wandering travelers. So just complete everything. Stage paths, that's another thing to go over. Card completionist, obtain all Joustus cards. That will suck. House Champ, clear all 4 houses of Joustus and win the final battle. Yeah, you'll see this Joustus thing is next time. Beeline, complete the game in fewer than 25 stages, so you ignore everything you can. Naked King, finish the game without acquiring any heirlooms, health upgrades, or vigor upgrades. Armors are okay, which is nice. Beat the game within an hour and a half as usual. Fearless Champ, clear all 4 houses of Joustus without buying or reclaiming cards from Chester. Not available in New Game Plus. Yeah, you'll see what that's about. Again, we'll go over Joustus next time. King of Cards, defeat every possible Joustus opponent. Actually earn the title. Patron of Arts, commission a finished portrait. You'll see that. Get out of my room! Of course, he also has a secret room. Only Shovel Knight doesn't, because he's technically a wandering traveler for some reason. That's mine! Lose a unique card and win it back. I'm a cheater. Use each one of Chester's cheat cards. A lot of those have to do with Joustus, by the way. Heirlooms only. Use only heirlooms to defeat any boss. Jump economy. Finish the stage and jump fewer than 10 times. Well, that's actually easy on a certain level. Heartless. Finish the Joustus Judge stage without dying or collecting any food or health hearts. Well, basically, those are the big stages at the end of each world. The Joustus Judge stages. You'll see. And Gem Sweep. In a Joustus match with more than 1 gem, win by claiming every gem. Neat. So there you go, those are all your feats. Of course, I'm not going to try to go for all of them, but I'll do what I can. If possible. At least there's nothing about having to destroy all the checkpoints or having to deal with deaths. It's more about the Joustus game itself. But what is this Joustus, you may be wondering? Come back next time, you will learn exactly what Joustus is. It's a very honorable game that feels like it was made for children. And again, I guess that makes King Knight the perfect person to play this kind of game. Yes, let's go with that. So welcome to Shovel Knight King of Cards, everybody. This playthrough probably the longest of the Shovel Knight playthroughs, but, well, I shall persevere to the last. And hopefully I won't struggle like I did my first playthrough of this game. So I actually decided to play through this and warm up. Because, well, Plague of Shadows showed me I could struggle if I don't know what's going on, even in similar levels. I'd rather know what's going on ahead of time. But, yep. Come join me in this friggin' Joustus quest next time